Welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep, and I am Saral Naishir with you today with our next session on 5 things to do in April in CAT 2023. So, if you are preparing for CAT, what all you should be doing in these coming days that I'm going to talk about in our today's session. So, before we start, just a little info for you.
Preparing for CAT and the other MB entrance examinations? Looking for the most comprehensive course specifically curated by IM alums? Look no further. Register for the BYJU'S exam prep scholarship test for the CAT product and go ahead and avail up to 90% scholarship. What more? Post registration, get an opportunity to look at some curated material to increase your chances of getting the highest fee waiver. Go ahead, register now.
Yes, I'm sure that all of you have received the message now. So before we start with our session, can you just confirm it to me? Am I audible and visible to you? Hi, Sai Hriday. Good evening to all. Good afternoon to you. Others as well. Can you please confirm it to me? It's a small session that we are having today, right? So if you are preparing for CAT 2023, and of course, many people keep asking me, so can you give us a month-wise schedule? What should be doing in April, May, June? I have taken sessions on that previously as well, where I've talked about the month-wise schedule, right? What all you should be doing in the coming months. So month-wise month, I have, given you a plan there that what all you should be studying in different months. But this time, I'm going to talk about the next thing, that is every month probably we'll be taking a session, we'll be talking about that what all we should be doing this time. So good afternoon, Joydeep Ghosh. Good afternoon, Sumant Kumar, Omkar. Very good afternoon, and thank you for confirming that I'm audible and visible. I think we can start with our session. शुरुआत कर देते हैं, right? So let's start. First thing first is what is the agenda of the session? I'll be just talking about the exam pattern for first few seconds, then the score versus percentile to just give you a target, and then the important thing, which is what are the things to do in April month for us. These are the things that I'm going to discuss in our today's session one by one. Okay, so we just talk about the exam pattern first always. उसका main reason सिर्फ यही है that no one knows what is going to be the exam pattern, and many people have a doubt about it. So just to give you an idea about that, so we'll start with that. Okay, so in CAT 2023, the expected paper pattern, so what we feel the expected paper pattern is, that's mentioned on your screen. Each section would be of 40 minutes. I mean, almost by 100% surety you can say so. And this also means that the total exam duration is going to be 2 hours, because there are 3 sections: verbal ability, data interpretation, logical reasoning, quantitative ability, exactly in the same order. This order has been the same for last many years. It has not changed. There can be 24 to 26 questions in the first section of VARC. There can be 20 to 24 questions in the second section, which is DILR. And in quantitative ability, you can expect anything from 22 to 26. The overall exam is going to have 66 to 76 questions. The marking scheme, once again, most probably would be the same. It has been the same for last many years. For every right answer, you get plus 3 marks. For every incorrect answer, you get -1 if it is an MCQ. But if it's a non-MCQ, for right answer, you get plus 3. For non-MCQs, the negative marking is not there. It is 0, right? And 0 marks for unattempted questions. So, of course, that does not make a difference which one I'm talking about. That's all which is there. First of all, the exam pattern expected. Second thing now, there is what is the score versus percentile? At what score, what kind of percentile we can expect? Here I would say that pay attention to the last 3 years scores, because 3 year scores are based upon a 2 hour paper. Before that, CAT used to be a 3 hour paper. So therefore, it has been a 2 hour paper in the last 3 years, and this year also there are great possibilities it is going to be the same. So I mean, ज़्यादा relevant फिर आपके लिए यही हो जाता है. Hello, good afternoon, Prateek. So at what score you are getting what percentile? Of course, you can see that in 2022, all the scores are lower with respect to 2021 at the same percentile. That means this was slightly on the tougher side with respect to 2021. Though you might say in 2021 as well, they have reduced a little bit, but there can be a reason for that. That is, in 2020, we had more questions, though The total duration was 2 hours only, but we had more questions to choose from. So that might have made an impact. Because of that also it is possible. But the most important part, out of 198 marks, approximately 55% of the marks can fetch you a 99.9 percentile. Approximately 46-47% of the marks can fetch you a 99.5 percentile. Approximately 42% of the score can give you 99 percentile. Approximately 30% of the score can give you 95 percentile. So सोच के देखिए, generally in our normal exams, a person who gets 33% or more gets passed. Here, if you get 30% correct, you are at 95th percentile. You are above 95% of the people. So that has been the difficulty level of CAT in the last few years. I hope you can understand it through this table now, that to get a 95 percentile, you just need to do 30% of the paper. If I talk about CAT 2022, in 2021, that was slightly on the higher side, right? It was around 35%, you can say. But in CAT 2022, it was around 30%. So even 35% is not that big. So you must have this idea. I mean, we should not be living in, wrong in with the wrong information. The way it used to be there in 11th class, 12th class, graduation, or our school days, that 33% means you get passed, 60% is an average score, 80% is a very good score. So that does not happen in CAT. Rather, 55% is a brilliant score. You almost get all the IIM calls or all the other colleges calls as well, if you fulfill all the other criterias, of course. Joydeep has a question. How are calculating the percentage of marks orally? Oh, Joydeep, I've been teaching for last many years, so I have got some idea, right? And of course, when you would also start preparing for CAT, you will start doing a lot of calculations and all. You would also be able to do them fast enough, right? So here also I'm writing approximate figures, and CAT also does ask you just approximate figures. They too doesn't ask you, many difficult things. Anyone sitting in this class can do this fast. Just a little bit of practice would be required. But after all these things, the big question is that, okay, sir, we understood. At this score, we get this much of percentile. The point is that where are we right now? For that, we generally tell our students to do this. Just write a mock today, right? See what percentile you are getting in that mock. And whatever percentile you are getting in that mock, this table tells you what can you expect in CAT if you write the exam today. Generally, in mock tests, the exams are slightly on the lower side. The simple reason being that generally mock tests are written by all the serious candidates, right? Whereas the actual CAT exam would be written by a lot many non-serious candidates as well. So therefore, if you write the exam today in a mock and you get a percentile of, let us say, 70, so you can expect somewhere around 87, 88 percentile in the actual CAT exam, right? So these are approximate figures. Of course, if you try to prove us wrong, you can, right? If you get 70 percentile in mock and today you start writing CAT, you might have 30 percentile as well. नहीं नहीं नहीं, मुझे तो ये prove करना है that BYJU'S exam prep people are wrong, so I'll do as bad as possible. The point is, here we are saying that if you do well in both of these exams as per your capability, I would say a 70 percentile in mock will be equivalent to an 88, 87, 87 percentile in the actual CAT exam. I'm preparing for CAT, but I take too much time. Joydeep, I mean, this happens initially, but it takes some time to get better at it. And this table is also important to know that what should be your target, right? Currently, I'm getting a 50 percentile in the mock and I'm targeting a 99 percentile in CAT. That is, of course, not good. I should not be doing that. But currently, I'm getting, let's say, just a 90 percentile in CAT, and my target is to just go up to 95. You are already at 95, 96. You should be targeting something like 99 plus in any case. So that way you decide that what should be your target percentile. At least, writing a mock today will give you an idea where are you right now. You already know your destination, you know your speed, your capability. According to that, you decide that, okay, I would be able to reach this point, so this would be my target, and then I start working towards my target. This is how this is important now. And now we come to the most important part of our session. The session is all about that 5 important things to know. तो आपको अप्रैल मंथ में क्या करना है, that's what I'm going to talk about now. So as I said, if you are preparing for CAT 23, you have recently started it. So start with this thing that I'm talking about. In the first month, Think of these 5 things which I will be talking about now. Then comes the next month. उसके बाद में उसके बारे में बात करूंगा क्या करना है next month में. Then I'll be talking about the next month as well, so on and so forth. That way probably we can do better at it. Okay. The first thing first, start reading. Okay. Start reading. Very, very, very important point it is for all of you, because if you are writing the VARC section, it is all about reading. It is all about reading. The RC part, which is approximately 70% of this section, of course it is reading comprehension purely based upon reading. But even if I talk about that remaining 30% of VA, it has got para jumbles which are based upon reading. It has got para completion based questions which are based upon reading. It has got odd one out based questions which are based upon reading. It has summary based questions which are based upon reading. So all the questions in VARC, primarily you can say, they are based upon reading. Not only that, let me tell you one more thing. Not many people pay attention to that part, but honestly speaking, if you start reading, this will help you in LRDI as well. I'm an LRDI teacher as well as a quant teacher. So when I am teaching students in LRDI, I have generally faced this difficulty that students are not able to attempt the set majorly because of one reason. सर हमें जो है ना पढ़ने के बाद समझ ही नहीं आ रहा. We are not able to understand what is the set saying. So there are statements from which I am not able to understand what is it trying to say. For example, he says the only students who has taken mathematics has not taken at least 2 out of the other 3 subjects, right? It is so difficult to comprehend for the people. First of all, we tell them the only student who has taken mathematics, or the student who has taken mathematics subject, or a student who has taken mathematics. There is a difference between these statements. The only student who has taken mathematics is also giving you an information that there is only one student who has taken mathematics. A student who has taken mathematics has not taken the at least out of 2 out of the other 3 subjects. That means there can be more students who have taken mathematics. And what do you mean by saying that he has not taken at least 2 out of the remaining 3 subjects? It takes time for us to comprehend things. I have seen many students struggling with this part, that sir, we are reading the set, we are reading the information, somehow we are not able to comprehend it. What is he trying to say? I remember one set of LRDI, it appeared way back in CAT, and it said that had the number of experts in Australia be one less, then the number of experts in America would have been double the number of experts of all the other 3 areas. Many people struggled to understand this statement, that what is it trying to convey by this? That ऑस्ट्रेलिया में अगर 2 और कम एक्सपर्ट होते, राइट, तो अमेरिका के एक्सपर्ट्स बाकी तीनों एरियाज के एक्सपर्ट्स का डबल होते, इंक्लूडिंग ऑस्ट्रेलिया का डबल होते. So what is he trying to say? How do we formulate an equation through this? What do I get to know from this? There also it is important. So trust me, this reading part is not only important for VARC, it is definitely going to help you in LR as well. आप कह सकते हैं DI में ज्यादा हेल्प शायद ना भी करे, बट DI आता ही कितना. In LRDI section nowadays we do not have too much of DI. We have majorly LR only. Okay. So Joydeep has a question here. Sir, I have the question. Do the faculty members of BYJU'S appear for CAT 2022? If yes, then how much percentile scored by them? Joydeep, I do not know about the percentile of the other faculty members. I can tell that yes, all of us do appear. Rather, if I talk about me, I have appeared for CAT 21 times till now. CAT 2022 was my 21st attempt of CAT. So, of course, the other faculty members, they have also appeared for many, many times in CAT. As far as the scores are concerned, of course, we get very good scores. I mean, if I say a very good score here, you would say, sir, probably आप झूठ बोल रहे होगे, हमें क्या पता. ठीक है, स्कोर कार्ड आई हैव नॉट पब्लिश्ड, और कम आया नहीं है तो मैं झूठ क्यों बोलूं जबरदस्ती. So if I talk about myself, I have scored 99.9 percentile last year in the Q. No, I think it was not 99, it was 93. For the first time, it was 99.93 in the last 10 years, because in the last 10 years, I've always scored 99.98 or 99. Last year, my DI percentile was 99.99, right? In verbal section, I think it was around 95 and overall was 99.94 or 95. Many people say, sir, आप तो हम लोगों की टीम वो खा जाते हो सीट्स, आप लोग ज्यादा स्कोर करते हो. So let me tell you, we do not apply to the IIMs, right? So when we are filling that CAT form, we do not tick there, okay, for any of the IIMs because we do not have to go. So that doesn't. We just write exams for our understanding of the exam. What problem students would be facing, हम लोग उसके लिए करते हैं. This is what we generally do in these exams. Okay. And not only CAT, we write Z, IFT, SNAP, TISNET, all the exams. And you will see that in our sessions. When we take these sessions, we actually talk about questions as well. That the moment we come out of the exam, you would see that if I appeared for the exam from 12 to 2, we came out and at 2:30, we have discussed all 22 questions of QA. Because we appear for all 22, so we remember them. तो आने के बाद याद आ जाते हैं और बच्चों से हम लोग जनरली तभी डिस्कस भी कर लेते हैं वो questions. Okay. So that is the first part that you have to do, the things to do. First one is start reading that I have written on the screen. Second thing is that get in the logic mode. Now, what do you mean by that? And why am I saying this? This is important, first of all, from the LR's perspective, LRDI's perspective. Get in the logic mode का मतलब है, this is something that many of you would not be doing. If you remember, guys, आप लोग भी अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं आज के टाइम पे, how many of you are doing any logical exercise, right? Do you do any kind of puzzles by yourself? I mean by choice. मेरे ख्याल से हम लोग नहीं करते. Do you play any logical games? We play Candy Crush, we play Temple Run, Subway Surfers and all, right? Many people nowadays are playing this Free Fire or PUBG or something. But are we playing anything where logic would be used, where some brainstorming is happening? No, we are not doing that. So there it is important. Therefore, I am saying that get in the logic mode. This becomes important for all of you because if you want to prepare for logical reasoning, you have to get into the mode of LR, right? You have to get into the mode of LR. क्योंकि अगर मेरा LR ठीक नहीं है, I can't do good at LRDI. Please keep that in mind. LR is not something for which there is a particular syllabus that, okay, I have completed the syllabus, I would be able to do it completely now. That can happen in QA, but that does not happen in LR. So there, you just have to be good reasoning wise. For that, get in the logic mode, right? Start using some logical games. You can start with Sudoku. You can start with Kakuro as well. You can start playing some logic games on your mobile. Like there is something called Brain Dots. You can use that. There is some parking game. You can do that, or other logical games also. You can try them. You can try with the books of George Summers. He has given you very beautiful books on puzzles and riddles. You can also start with Shakuntala Devi books. Okay, so there are many different kind of books which are there. George Summers, Shakuntala Devi, and different kind of games which are there. जिसमें आपको interest भी आएगा and you will get into the habit of using reasoning, right? Along with reasoning, you also have to start with some calculation skills as well because that would be required for your DI. As someone was currently saying, how are you calculating this fast? This is important for CAT, right? More you practice it, you would be able to do it. All of you have studied tables up to 20 in your school days, but currently no one would be very comfortable with tables up to 20. All of us are comfortable till 12 or 13 का table, right? उसके बाद की tables में हम comfortable नहीं होते because we are not using them. Practice makes a man perfect. So just start practicing them a lot, and I'm sure you'd be able to do them very fast. And Joydeep is saying, where will we get these books? You can find them easily on internet, Joydeep. Internet पे आराम से मिल जाती हैं, right? And these games you can just download from Play Store. वहां से निकाल के और आप उसको कर सकते हैं, right? That is the second thing that you have to do in April only. April से ही ये काम आपको करना शुरू करना है. Third thing is the complete your arithmetic basics. कहाँ से करना है? You can use your textbooks of your school days. You can use NCERT or CBSE, whichever were there. Generally, from class 7th to class 10th. Okay? And do all complete arithmetic basics from this. What is arithmetic? You know that percentages, profit, loss and discount, ratios, averages, time, speed and distance, time and work. These are all the things that are important. Okay? ये आपको करनी है and you have to complete your arithmetic basics. Reason, 40% of your QA section is arithmetic alone. 40% of your QA section is arithmetic alone. And if you do just those 40% questions, you will definitely get more than 90 percentile in CAT. आई एम नॉट सेइंग यू हैव टू डू दैट, बट आई एम सेइंग दैट एटलीस्ट स्टार्ट विद दैट। काम आप सबसे पहले ये कीजिए, इन अप्रैल मंथ रीड ऑल द बेसिक्स फर्स्ट। पहले आपको बेसिक्स में अच्छा हो जाना है। यू हैव टू गेट योर बेसिक्स इन प्लेस। सारे अर्थमेटिक के बेसिक्स आपको अपने जो है ना वो ठीक कर लेने हैं अच्छे से। दिस मंथ इज डेडिकेटेड टुवर्ड्स दोस फंडामेंटल्स ओनली, एंड ऑफ कोर्स इफ यू स्टार्ट डूइंग सम क्लासेस you can also do some level 1 questions based upon arithmetic. I'm not saying you have to complete arithmetic in April. Possibly you might not be able to do it, हो सकता है आप ना कर पाए, लेकिन कम से कम फंडामेंटल जरूर कीजिए। फंडामेंटल्स करने के बाद फिर ये करना शुरू कीजिएगा some level 1 questions as well. I had scored 69 percentile previous year, would like to improve my score, so appearing for CAT once again, but this time I don't want to make any mistakes. Joydeep, just take your steps cautiously, work towards it, and if you have appeared once, that means you already know कि क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है, क्या क्या चीजें सही है, गलत है. You would be having an idea of that. Of course, you can ask us for any kind of help whenever you feel that okay, some help is needed from my time. Okay, that is the third point. The fourth one, in most of the institutes, I mean if you are wherever you are taking your coaching or something, most of them will have their first mock test in April month only. Write your first mock. By writing your first mock, you will get to know about your strengths, weaknesses, वो क्या है, कहां पर आप गलतियां कर रहे हैं, कहां आप ठीक कर रहे हैं. You'll get to know about it. You'll get to know that what is the strategy that you adopt generally. You'll get to know what are the mistakes that you make, right? There are many unforced errors that people keep making, right, while writing the mock. Moreover, you will also get to know about the flavor of the paper, that how do you feel when you write the exam? How do you feel that if you do not know something, right? And you are trying a question for a long time and you are not able to do it, then how to skip a question. Many times you know how to do the question, but still you have to leave it because you know it is going to be extremely lengthy. So there are so many things that you have to pay attention to, and those you would be able to understand only by writing your first mock test. Take it very seriously, analyze your mock properly after coming back, see all these things. Which questions you left, why did you leave them? Which questions you attempted but you should not have, why did you attempt them? What were you thinking while doing that? You have scored pretty low. I mean, initially in the first mock, generally students have a very low score, right? So what are the areas where I actually made a mistake? Okay, so find out those areas, try to improve in those areas, and that's how you can move ahead. What to do, how to improve, please suggest. Joydeep, we have been taking these kind of sessions. Just follow us for these sessions. Of course, there cannot be a personalized solution for that. But if you follow these sessions, I'm sure you will get to know that how do you schedule it, what do you do in the coming days, all these things that have been discussed in these sessions. Okay. ठीक है जी. So that was the fourth part, and the last part according to me is general knowledge is also important. Of course, CAT does not ask you any questions from general knowledge, but you have questions from general knowledge in ZET, you have general knowledge in IIFT, you have general knowledge in other exams like CMAT as well, right? There are other exams as well, TISNET is there. So there are many exams that will be asking you questions from general knowledge. Plus, along with that, at the time of GDPI, that general knowledge would be important, and you, this is also something that you can't improve from day one. So I would just say that general knowledge can to improve your general knowledge, you can again start reading things which improve your knowledge as well as your reading skills. ठीक है, आपकी रीडिंग स्किल्स भी इंप्रूव होंगी और आपका नॉलेज भी इंप्रूव होगा. So start reading things from different areas. Do not just read different kind of novels or something. कोशिश कीजिए आप कुछ ऐसे एरियाज पे पढ़ना शुरू करें जो आपको वैसे तो अच्छा नहीं लगता है लेकिन अब आपको पढ़ लेना चाहिए. फॉर एग्जांपल, स्टार्ट रीडिंग एडिटोरियल्स एंड ऑल, start reading on science and technology, start reading on finance, right, to understand different terms of finance, because those can be asked to you at the time of GDPI as well. So these are the things that you have to do in the month of April. I hope you have got an idea. Just by doing these things, I am pretty sure that these are going to be very, very useful for you. And then we'll talk about in May month that what is to be done in May month. क्या क्या चीजें आपको उसके बाद करनी है. If you find this session useful enough, please do press the like button. That was the last point from my side. Now, From our online classroom program, these are the toppers that we have, and there are many more people. Of course, we stopped at 99.41. There is a list of people, right? Many of you can be there on this screen next year as well, and of course, we would like you to be there. So these are from only classroom program. So be the next one, right? To do that, you can join us on our comprehensive program. We provide you 300 plus engaging videos, 135 plus live sessions, 75 plus mock tests, practice questions, recorded lectures, learning journey, and then GDPI VAT is also included in this, along with the study notes and CAT previous year papers. Therefore, we call it a comprehensive program, right? It has a lot of things which are useful for your CAT preparation. Then, we are also running this series of demystifying CAT 2023 on the BYJU'S exam prep app. It's a mobile app. Download the app now. And this is the team of our faculty members who will be taking this series. We started this from 19th of March. Every day at 7 p.m. you can find a session on that. So just to know more about this, download the app and find it out over there. Also, people who are appearing for CMAT exams, so we are starting our most, you can say popular series, which is 100 most expected questions for CMAT, and we have started it already from April 12th, every day at 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 9 p.m., 12 p.m., 12 noon. You can find sessions which are on 100 most expected CMAT questions on quant or LR, on verbal ability or innovation and entrepreneurship as well. So subscribe to BYJU'S Exam Prep YT channel. You'll get to know about all the notifications. We are also available on all these media handle guys, and that is all from my side. Thank you very much. Omkar has a question. When will be the next session? Omkar, you can find it on YouTube session only, right? YouTube पे ही आपको पता लग जाएगा next session कब है. I would request all of you to please press the like button before leaving the session. How to join BYJU'S or course fee? Joydeep, someone would definitely help you out with that. Okay, or you can join our Telegram group for which the link is there in your chat box. Just join the Telegram group. There you can ask, about it, and someone would definitely help you out with that. Okay. Okay, everyone. So that's all from my side. That's all. Thank you very much. Have a good day now. See you soon in the next class. Till then, bye bye and take care of yourself.